Right, we're just heading out now to meet Sam at one of his fields. A call from him told me there's more pigeons than he's ever seen, and if he'd got me there shooting with him, he thinks it'd be a red letter day. So he's been shooting for a couple of hours so far. He's got it all nicely set up for us, so I've just got to drive over there with my hide seat and my hide and my dog and my gun and my cartridges and some sandwiches for Sam. I'm just dropping and joining, so fingers crossed we're there shortly and we'll see how we get on. We'll let you know. Right, so here we go, arriving at the field. We can see, have a quick look at Sam's setup. The square here, Sam's hide, and to the side of the hide there are what we could refer to as city trees. So those are trees that the pigeons are landing in prior to coming down to the field, landing in the trees, dropping down into the field. Wind's just coming from here, as you can see, and the pigeons will, generally speaking, flight in and land into the wind, although what these are doing is they've been dropping into the city trees and then just curling down and dropping into the field. So Sam's set up with what's a traditional horseshoe pattern, with a drop-in zone, a killing zone left here where the X is. The X actually marks Sam's pigeon magnet that he's got at the back of the spread, so that's replicating a pair of pigeons coming into land. What is found today is Sam's already shooting, and what he's found is the pigeons are actually coming into the city trees for a moment and then they're dropping into the decoy spread. So Sam's actually shooting quite a lot of his pigeons out of the two city trees. Some are coming across the field here and they're coming straight across the field low and then straight into the spread. Just settled down in the hide here, and this first lot just took us a bit by surprise and they're just gone. This one's not quite as lucky, coming in here, nice long one at the back of the spread going right to left. And here we go. We just told you about this city tree to our side, and this is the benefit of setting up next to it. One's just coming in here that we get out. Now there to do. You'll notice the road here just in the background. That's actually 300 plus yards away. It's just the long lens on the video camera making it look a lot closer than it actually is, so totally safe that. Potentially coming in for a left and a right, gets the first one, bottles it on the second one though, makes up for it here though. This is an absolute stonk of this, smoked that one over the tree. Nice shot there Sam, well done. I love this next shot, just shows here with pigeons, every angle and speed. Just look at this as it curls away like a driven partridge. Great shot there Sam, well done.
Follow my mates. No, but couldn't have come over this.
Big pack, isn't it? Big pack. It's just whether they're going to tree.
Stay down.
Ah, they're going to tree, have it? No, they're decoying. No, they're there, they're decoying from in front. The big pack. Are we going to let the pack in?
Yeah, we're going to let them come right in.
When?
Now?
Yeah. Cut 'em! You get out.
You made me laugh. Why did you shout that? You started laughing. You didn't even scream.
I said I was going to shout, cut 'em. Get into him, get in. Yeah, that's not a bad little double there, so well done. We'll let the first lot land, then this lot come back round, and we're just going to rip into him.
Yeah. Just say when.
Well, I want them right over the magnet now. I suspect he missed that one by the reaction. Made up for it there though. That's a nice shot, Sam. Seen us though, hasn't it? No, that one hasn't. His Mara has. No, there's two of them. You can shoot them. Go on. Caught them! Oh, I should have shot it, shouldn't I? Mind you, it's not a bad shot, I suppose, for an amateur.
There's 3 decoying. One to your right, one over the decoys. Shoot. Yeah. Just say when.
Sam's the way off out now, just to change the battery on the magnet, just slowing up a bit there. So we'll just have a change of battery here. Of course you will see Sam here on his hands and knees underneath his battery, underneath his magnet, rather than having a long cable, because he keeps melting, because he keeps shooting the cable and shorting it and setting fire to melting his cable, so there's now no cable left. I presume there must be a pigeon coming, so he's in a hurry.
One breaking off your side. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Ah, ooh, one in. I was just leaving this one in the... Yeah, we're gonna let him come right in. Now?
You're gonna die anyway. Oh. Oh. Just turned as I was going to shoot, but I shot at that same time as you. Suppose you'd be claiming it. There's another one out the city tree by the side of Sam. Quite how it manages to take him 2 shots behind her, I don't know. But he gets it anyway. It's in the bag.
Go on. I may.
Second shot was class. I mean, that must be 100 must have been 100 yards, well about 70 yards when I shot it.
It might be 70 yards, it certainly wasn't 100. Was it Remington? Have you, Remy?
Third shot.
Bollocks.
What? Odd you shooters.
About 2 o'clock now, and we've just seemed to have a lull. Maybe packed in for the day of the pigeons. Had some big packs coming in this morning, so maybe going to have a tidy up now. Not been a bad day, through the 100 mark. Tried those for the first time today. in 28 grams. Game ball velocities. Been a bit of a Cheddite fan this season. Spoken highly of those, but hellfire. 28 grams, 7.5 Kent velocities. Shot some absolutely superb birds with those today. Just killed stuff at all ranges, out over the decoys and beyond. We took some really testing shots over the moon with them, and a decent price. Yeah, 50 quid a slab, you can't go wrong. Equipment wise, just a quick look around the hide, using the old SX4 there, with fitted with a rhino choke, just alts with the patterns, nice tight pattern over the deeks. You can see through this hide net here, looking from the outside, looking from the inside. It's one of these 3D fancy bloody 2-ply net.
Are you ready? Should we try and wait? Go on then. No, same again. You're just gonna have to shoot them.
What we've done is today set up in separate hides, Sam and I. Sam just down there, keep us apart for safety. I mean, often we'll set up on separate fields or separate parts of a big field, but just so we can do a bit of videoing and shoot together, we've just set up side by side in separate hides here. Just using one of these 3D nets, 2-ply thing, so that you can see through from the inside, but from the outside it's absolutely, yeah, you cannot see through it from the outside. Good little net's done well with these. Old Remington there in the bottom of the hide. Jackpike bucket seat, jackpike hide poles just in there. They've served us all year, been decent hide poles, and a nice little bag of pigeons coming on. Yep. But Remy's just going to get a bit of work in a minute, so we're going to pack up shortly. 2:30 and things have really quietened down now.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah. Well, do you want to? Oh, what a
Sam heading back out for his decoy, for his throw bird or his chucky bird, whatever we're going to call it. He's well impressed, is Sam, absolutely well impressed. He's just learnt something that we learnt when we were kids, that Archie Coates learnt in the 1950s, and that is to sit there in your hide with a dead bird with its wings broken, and when a pigeon will not respond to your decoys, chuck it out into your decoys as it's gone past you and it can't see your movement. And Sam's just tried it twice, and to an undecoyable single, an undecoyable pack of 30 just dropped out the sky and came to the decoys. Took no notice whatsoever of the pigeon magnet. So modern technology didn't work, but the old Archie Coates technique certainly did. So give that one a try, folks. Go on, fetch him on, Rem. Right, good girl, fetch that one here. Fetch it here, Remy. Fetch it here. Here. Good girl, Rems. Here. Dead. Right, come on. Hurry, fetch that here, Remy. Remy, fetch it here. Remy, here. Here, come here. Here. Rems. So I'm just getting sorted with the count there. Just a little thank you there as well, before I forget, to Smokeless UK, providing Sam with his new hoodie out on trial for him. Been absolutely excellent. If nothing else, it's brought him some luck. He's had 2 cracking days pigeon shooting whilst he's been using it. But nice top, good logo, nice colour. As we're packing up here now, pigeon magnet still going strong. That's been going all day on 2 7-amp-hour batteries is what we've gone through today. We're on the second one now. Pick those up, 22 quid a pair off eBay posted, which isn't bad value. Decoy wise, to start him off, Sam was using just jack pike shells on they're on spring loaded motion stakes of those. Just give a little bit of movement. I mean, there's no wind today, so they're getting very little movement. In terms of what we're shooting today, we're shooting again on beans. These are beans that from last year that have just remained on the surface because he's direct drilled into this field. So there's beans all over it, and the pigeons are feeding on these. But we're actually shooting technically on a field of winter wheat is what we're shooting on. But as you'll see, there's just beans all over the place.
Take them.
Coming to the surface, so we'll get a wee bit of shooting off this yet. Better get Rem's back. She's just having a look for us around the outside. See if she can find us a last pigeon, see if there's anything that we've missed. Light's a bit flat, so it's actually quite hard just to spot them on anything silly and long we have been picking up as we've been going on during the day. But I'm just going to have a quick run down these hedges with her, just make sure we haven't lost anything in there. What was the final bag then?
130.
130. You'll be happy with that? Yeah. You'll be pleased with those new cartridges as well then?
Yeah.
Game Ball Velocity's been absolutely cock on of those cartridges. First time we've used them in 28 grams 7.5s, and we've done just absolutely tremendous with them. Real fantastic killing cartridge. We thought Cheddites were half decent. We've done well with Cheddites. Just shooting 28 grams 7.5s, but the Game Ball Velocity 28 grams 7.5s have been absolutely tremendous. Quick cartridge, hit very, very hard, cycled well through the auto, through the SX3 and the SX4, but we've shot some cracking birds at the back of the decoy spread today. Really, really pleased with them. Here's the important thing at the end of the day, the chew on. Disadvantage of shooting with a semi-auto, and that's going around collecting all your empties up. We shot 1 or 2, so we're nearly done. You never know, Remy might bring another one back yet. Some away there, still hunting for empties. Decoys, that's what started the day with. 2 dead birds, pigeon magnet, that comes from Paul Hart at the Pigeon Shooter. A couple of Ultramax 7-amp-hour, 12-volt 7-amp-hour batteries. We've got about 9 of those, so we can always keep some on charge. 2 will do us for a full day, and then a few jack pike, flat coated shell pigeon decoys. Excuse me, with spring loaded motion stakes. Only the bit of equipment you need. Bucket seat, 8 cartridges in there, binoculars, batteries for the magnet, hide nets, bits and pieces like that, and then obviously a couple of hide nets which we just showed you before. We use 2 nets. We use a 2-ply one on the front, and then we just use an army type scrim as a backing net on behind that, and that's us done. Just getting picked up now and get these crated up and away and give them time to cool down. Here we go, heading home. That's with batch number 1. I have to do this in 2 runs.